Ahora? Hello?
Yeah, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep
Okay,
going.
sorry. And he was here in Barcelona for the ATP tournament, here in my club. Now I'm here, and it was a great week, like always. No, I worked here for 15 years. I was the main director in the high competition group with high top players like Tommy Robredo, Marc López, Jaume Munar, Flavia Peneta, and other players are around 200, 300 ATP. And after 15 years here, I create my own academy in science in 2020 in Barcelona, here in the center, where Francisco been a few times and see how we work and how is the coaching here. We but the most important for me is the main base are the footwork sometimes on the more younger players, and we try to work on the same way that I did with the professional players. And I'm very happy with my team. We are six coaches, one fitness coach, and maximum 2022 players. This is the reason that we can stay super focused and the program is super individualized for all the players. And now I'm excited now to work with young players, with players with a good conditions for the future, and we try to do the same that I did with my top players. No, we try to work for play every tournament the same that I did for prepare US Open or Olympic Games or some of that tournaments. So I'm thinking that this is the way, no, and for do that is perfect to have a small group. Also, the category of my coaches are really high, and makes me the work easier.
Perfect, very good. Carlos, one of the greatest things, explain why it's so good to young players to play in clay.
For me, playing clay, that I said, no, for start to move well on court, for improve also the system plan, the tactic is super important. How to move, how to make the first step when you run to the ball, how to defense. You must to track different all the balls. Also, the bounce are very different, and we work always for arrive to the ball with less than 5 steps on the most heavy, difficult ball, and I know how to do it with 3. So for do that, we are making hard work on the footwork, and we have our system. I did for more than 15 years already, and I know that the tennis are changing. So we try to put also and add all the new things on that system, and most of the times works good when we go to the top tournaments under 18, under 16, and with players that already are they are doing this for more than half year or 1 year, and then you see that makes sense, no, to stop probably to compete for a couple of moments during the year just for work on that, because at the end are easier, no, to think where I put the ball or how I need to defense, when I need to attack, how many balls I need to touch with my forehand for get the responsibility to go for the winner, and all that things came from the base. And for me, the base are on the legs and on the footwork. Is that why clay is very important? How to slide, how to arrive with less steps as possible, and then on hard court is super easy to adapt and arrive with maybe 1 step when you are on the middle, or maximum 2 steps, and when you are super far or super on a wide balls, arrive with maximum 3 balls. Also, one of the things that I'm watching with the young players when they come from the beginning or from the other academies or big clubs, no, the typical member club, no, with the school are super big, that they work a lot on hit and recover the middle, no, all the time. And on the professional tennis, I think from the last 6-7 years, the players don't recover the middle if the shot is more or less right, you know. And if you are hitting well, you don't need to recover the middle, no. You're going to the empty space, and we work on that. We show how you need to do it, when you need to do it, when you need to go back, when you don't need to go back. It's complex, but on the same time it's easy, because at the end we are working always on the same 2-3 things with 2-3 tools every day, and at the end is super simple.
Very good. For players, they want to go from California to you in the summer. What do you think it will be great experience to have with Gómez Academy in Barcelona? What do you recommend it to players? How they can contact you? How they can be knowing about you more?
Thank you. No, the players, we have, like I said, no, maximum 20, 22 players. I have 6 coaches with me. I'm the first that I'll be there, and I'm every day on the academy on court. So most of the times we are 2 coaches per court, maximum 2 players per court, and the service is super individualized. And for come to Barcelona, I think any time is good, because the weather is whole year fantastic. We don't have indoor courts because here never rains. Only a couple of days per year. Last week rains, so yesterday rains, but it's not usual. And no, we are lucky with the weather. Also, we are lucky because we have a tournament every week, all the categories, under 10, under 12, under 14, under 16, under 18, plus 18, around my academy, maximum 10-15 minutes by car. So we use that kind of tournaments not just for try to get a good national ranking. It's a part of the process, part of the practice, and we use that kind of tournaments for improve and for practice. So we don't stop the normal practice. I don't have a summer camp, for example, because for me July, August is the same that February. Monday for me is the same than that, I don't know, Friday or Saturday. We are preparing the players, depends of the skills of every player. It's super individualized, and we try to be focused to prepare the important competitions on our schedule. But here is unbelievable because we can share practice and competition on the same time. So for example, today we practice in the morning 2 hours, and at 11 o'clock 2 players played a match. After the match they came to the academy, they eat, and we continue practice, and they have 1 or 2 matches tomorrow. So it's always like this, no? And we are lucky, no, to have this in Barcelona. And also the level is really high. It's very, very high, and is better, no, because it's more real. And then when you arrive to be close to get your first ITF ranking in juniors, or your first ATP ranking, no, for start to play qualis in futures, you are more prepared, because at the end you are playing that kind of matches, no, per every week against a lot of different players. So normally you don't repeat the players because the draws are very, very big, and we have a lot of facilities for tennis, no, in Barcelona, honestly.
Do you think the Spanish tennis today is the best in the world?
Sounds not good if I said, but I think so. I think so. And if you see the last, I don't know, 20-30 years, we have a lot of players on in the top 10, a lot of number ones since Sergi Bruguera 25 years ago, or I don't know, Moya, Carlos Moya, Albert Costa, Alex Correcha, Carreño Busta, Alcaraz, Nadal, Bautista, Carreño, David Ferrer, of course. We have too many, no? And I think we are lucky, and we are one of the best countries in the world. For me, the best, but because we have lucky that we see super close, we can see the process of all that players, what they did, what they are doing, so are involved on our club. So you can watch sometimes here Rafa or Davidovich Fokina or Carlos Alcaraz, or a lot of players are practicing here. Carreño Busta, sometimes they call me and they come also to my academy for play with the junior guys here. And you have next to your core, no? And at the end, uh, you think, why not? Why not? This is possible, no? If this guy are here practicing more or less the same things, or when I talk with them, no, I talk on the same way like I talk with my young players, no, on on the easy things that we did before, or maybe when we talk about footwork, about calendars, about be brave or go to the net. At the end, the tennis is more simple, no, and sometimes looks that you see the tennis on the TV and you see always the same people there, and looks, how can I arrive there, no? But one of the things that we are doing here is be normal and show that this is possible. Because, for example, I did this like a coach with different players that probably a lot of people don't put $1, no, to say this guy will be a professional player. But why not? If they have the skills, they work hard, and they have clear how to do, and they listen and they hear and they follow the way more simple as possible. I think why not? You can do it. Also, if you start since the beginning and you have good methodology when you are young, like for example, you, Francisco, I know that you are working really, really hard with the young players, and you have a very good hand with them. And you, for me, your part is super important, no? And sometimes we forget this part, no, because we just watch on the TV, no, or you watch me maybe in the Olympic Games. Or in Davis Cup, or in the final in Roland Garros, and the people told me, "Oh, Carlos, you are unbelievable." Maybe I'm lucky because I'm on the other part of the tennis, no, on the last steps. But is that why I did my academy, no, for work on the other steps, because are more sentimental and more, it's more beautiful. I don't know how to say. Mm, you feel unbelievable, no, when you achieve things with people with that they came from the base, no, I think is super nice. Is that why we are
Well,
working hard on that?
yes, one of the things I love about Spain, about your area, young kids can walk from the apartment in the train and go to the academy. You think that has something to do with the maturity of the players too?
Sorry, I can't hear you, Francisco.
Yeah. The maturity of the players, the young age players, I think they get very mature in Spain because they do by themselves.
Hmm.
The parents, they are not involved in this.
Through here, I think sometimes I work with a lot of people from outside of Spain now in the academy. Maybe the 70% are from outside, and they come to me, no, and to my team for learn, no. And the first things that I said is, if you want to achieve the things like this and quick, don't come, because we need time, because the things are going more slowly than sometimes we accept, no. And this is like a marathon. Tennis is a marathon, and I think the players here we are lucky because it's the same that I said before, no? That we saw with a lot of players of our age, or like Pablo Carreño Busta, no? I knew Pablo since he had 12 years old, and I bring him here to Barcelona. And Pablo came from a small place. He played tennis with I don't know. He don't have people for hit, and he don't expect nothing. He has time, and the parents give you the responsibility and say, okay, I want that you arrive more far as possible. I never received one call from the parents of the top players that I had, like Jaume Munar. I worked with him 3 years and a half. His father never called me for said, we need ranking. We need now the famous UTR. No, UTR ranking is super important, and everybody wanna be on the UTR. I know, because it's super important for the also for if you don't arrive to be professional for go to the universities and all that things. Okay, I understand, but at the end, don't forget that the level is the most important thing. If I have a good ranking but I don't have level, I arrive to the most important tournament that I have, and I lost first round or second round, and then okay, I have good ranking. I can tell my friends I have good ranking, but my good ranking doesn't work too much, you know. So best of the best part is, okay, you want to be a good player. Okay, first of all, you need to have the level. For do that, you need to learn how to play, how to move, understand the body language, how to use the percentage on court, because at the end, tennis is a statistic, is maths, and we need to understand some kind of numbers that are important, how to control the emotions, and accept the responsibility, because at the end on the court you are alone, and the coaches can help, of course. Also here, the advantage in Barcelona, in Spain, is that on the competition we make a lot of coaching during that kind of tournaments that I tell you are allowed, and we can help the player, and we are like a dog behind the player, and working like together, and you can learn double, no? Because you are playing the match, you try to do all the things that the coach are try to tell you, and also you can compete better, no? This is also a thing that the people when came from outside here first tournament, they are super surprised, because the coach don't stop to talk, no? And they say, what is this? But you can use for compete. It's like a friendly match, no? You organize a friendly match, but this is a real competition, and also is good. But I think the parents can help a lot on that, understanding that it's a process. Put all the responsibility on the coach. I think is the most important first, and most important for the player, because at the end are the protagonist of that story, and on the coach, because the coach has the responsibility that, okay, I have all the responsibility on my hands. If doesn't work, I'm very bad, and I like to get it, no, with any player, no? Is that why maybe that I achieve one gold medal Olympic, or one Roland Garros, on or different kind of titles, no? Because I like the responsibility, and I know that if I work hard and I'm convinced on my job, at the end the things works 90% of times.
Very good, very good. I like it. I like it. What do you think we should tell parents about go to Spain? What would be the solution? You've been saying a lot, but how can we make parents to understand? Go to the process is so important, and I think this is important.
No, normally if you see in the circuit, for example, in women's, in the WBTA, the parents are important, no, on the process of the girl, because they travel with a lot of girls. Also the coaches, there are two kind of coaches, no? The coach that, no, I don't accept the parent or the coach, no? At the end, the player choose always the parents, because of course it's my parent. I prefer to stay good with my parent than with my coach, because at the end, he, so most of the times the parents pay for the practice, follow the player everywhere. Mm, I understand. But the most important thing is that the parent are the parent at the end. I like the opinions of the parents because they know sometimes or most of the times better the player than the coach, because if he's your son, imagine no how you know your son. And but how to do it? I think it's important to put some kind, not rules, but some kind of points for me on the competition. The parents, I like that they go to watch the practice or they go to watch the matches, but at the end, I don't like when one parent has some trouble and don't talk with the coach, talk directly with the kid, or when they arrive home, they said, "Ostras, your serve, what a serve, super bad or super good, or a lot of double faults. I think you must to take the grip a little bit like this, or why you don't play more down the line, or I want more drop shots, or how you make a lot of mistakes." At the end, at the end, the player make more mistakes because
Yes.
he wanna play for the parent and he wanna play for me and he wanna play for him, and then he play against two people, three people. No, tennis is not easy, and you must to play against the opponent, not for put the people happy, or no, because if not, it's impossible. And then is that why the 99% of the players don't arrive, because are super difficult. But I always said the same. For me, tennis is not too difficult. Honestly, it's not super difficult, but we make super difficult sometimes. So I
I
think the
like
parents
what you
must,
say.
must.
I like what you say.
Yes. No, the tennis is true. It's not it's not difficult. When the ball is short, you must to try to go to take time, go fast as possible, and try to be brave and win the point and go to the net. And when you defense, try to don't make mistakes and run more than the other one. So everything are invited, but of course there are more other extra things that when are heavy on my back, it's hard to compete with this, because I wanna put happy my parents. Also me when I played. Probably my parents are watching this podcast. I feel it, no, that pressure, and I get ATP ranking with 80 years old. I was a good player, but always I feel it like a little bit frustrated. But I never achieved the same things that my parents want, because they want always more, more, and more, and never was enough. And at the end, I was super small for try to beat
Yes.
great players on the important moments. But probably I had the level. You know what I mean? And
Yeah,
I
yeah, yeah,
stopped
yeah.
my process. I stopped my process a little bit for try to put happy my parents, or think on I need to talk with them because I'm playing tournaments far, and on that time we don't have internet and was different, no? And they listen only you win or you lose, and against who they don't really care, because if you are playing professional and you are playing good also, so why you lost against, or on your, maybe on your case, the players are super focused on the age, no, around 11, 12, 13, 14 years old, 15. I play tomorrow against one player, yeah, but this player is 1 year younger, so for sure I no, my son must to win. Why? Maybe your son, if your son don't move the legs well, or your son make 20 double faults, he can lose against my son that my son has 5 years old. Because if you make 20
Uh-huh.
double faults, or so it's hard to understand sometimes. I know that the first follower are the parent at the end of your son, because nobody wants more and better achievements than your parents. But at the end is more smart if they put all the pressure to the coach or all the responsibility to you, and you can choose, you can organize, and you can do your job. And if it doesn't work, I'm always honest, and I'm always the first that I said sorry, but doesn't work. I did all that I have. I don't know how to do it better, and I'm the first that I can help you to find another way, another coach, or probably another option. No, it's like this.
Uh-huh. Good. I like it. I like it. Important to do this. What do you think? You've been traveling to India lately to coach in India. What is the expectations in another countries for you?
I've been in India a few times. For example, I'm big fan of Leander Paes. Leander Paes are on the Hall of Fame. He won, I don't know, more than 10 Grand Slams in doubles. His daughter are in my academy also in Barcelona. And Shivam Khanna is one of my best players here in the academy, and he's from India. I met him 4 or 5 years ago. His parents are amazing people, and they want to support and help India, no? And always his father told me, please, you need to come here. I will organize everything. We can do a lot of things. I know there are talent, they don't know how to do it. The coaches are a little bit lost on the methodology. They don't have a lot of knowledge, they don't have experience, blah blah blah. And I said, okay, I need to adjust my schedule. And this last year was my second year that I went there. I
Uh-huh.
stay in 4 or 5 different cities in 10 days, and I did a lot of big camps, no? And I teach more than 150 coaches and more than 600 players in 10 days.
Wow.
And I move in Delhi, Kolkata, Mumbai, Pune, and the passion of the people are crazy. They hear you and they open their eyes, and then with everything. And honestly, the time flights. I start at 8 o'clock in the morning or at 9. I stop at 6, and maybe I go to the toilet in 5 minutes one time, and I don't eat nothing because it's there are a lot of there are too many people, and no, and the experience are amazing. Now a lot of Indian players that it was in my camps are contact me. I have now. Also a young player, Kabir, one kid that he played really good with 11 years old, and the potential are great. And Kabir in 1 month, I think, for example, he learn and watch new things that never heard in his life, and he's trying to put in practice. And last Sunday he won a tournament here under 12 in Barcelona. So we are super excited with his
Wow.
improvement in 1 month. And we changed a little
Okay.
bit the footwork and the meanings on the forehand. Not too many things, because I don't like to work on 10 things or 20 things. We go step by step. We try to work on 2 3 things always, and try to move
Yes.
more things on that things. And in India, for example, for me, are the passion, a lot of talent. They have a lot of talent for the sport in general. The food are not super healthy. For example, they are super lost when they talk about tennis in general, about tournaments, about ranking, about they don't have a lot of knowledge. They don't have one mentor or one guide, in front that they show or they open at the doors. Only Leander Paes or Bopana, but in doubles, but on single now, they don't have a big reference, that can can show that this is possible. No, like here in Spain, no, we have a lot of top hundreds always, and for us it's normal be top 100. If you're not top 100, stop. No, this is the this is the in Spain. What's your rank? Yes, what is your ranking? No, 180. And you're still playing 180, and you go to India and you are 180, and you can have your bed in the Taj Mahal. They put you so it's different. Also in China, no, I worked in China. Also I have a good contact in the government, and I worked with them because they wanted to put the first top 100 in the world in singles, and they have the capacity, the money, everything, but they are a little bit arrogant, on say yes, but I want that you come here, or I want that the things are like this because I pay a lot of money and I want the things like this. Since the beginning, doesn't work with me, and I said no, I don't go. No, I don't trust. No, I don't like this. I like that. If not, no problem. And then they accept, and we start a good agreement with them. And now we are working with one of the players that are on the Davis Cup team with Rigele, and he's number 4 in China, or number 3, number 4.
Okay.
And he won the Chinese national tournament last year. So no, we are doing a great job, but since 2019, and for example, Rigele, when he came to Barcelona for first time with good ATP ranking, he arrived here. He thought that he's the best in the world, no? Because in China are a superstar. And first practice, he practiced with one of my players, one junior, and he lost 6-1. He said, "What is this guy?" And I say, "One normal guy from the club. No, it's nothing special." "Yeah, but this guy play amazing." They say, "No, the problem is that you don't move. You don't know how to move." He never played on clay, and we start from zero. We work it almost more or less 3 months just on the footwork, and now he won tournaments on clay. But I remember
Right.
that when we start, the ball arrived 1 meter far, and he don't move, and he put the ball on the pocket, the hand on the pocket, and again. And I said, "Why you don't run?" And I don't arrive here. It's impossible. Say why? So imagine how many things we can do with the young players, with I don't know, ages super young.
I love it that you say footwork. And I don't know, people in hard court, they don't understand how important is the footwork in the sport.
For
It's
example,
very important. Go ahead.
yes. For example, the one of the best players on footwork for me is Roger Federer, and the people Roger he don't need to move. He doesn't move. Roger only 2 steps. No, Roger are one of the top players on a footwork because he move without ball. He fly without ball, and then when the ball arrives, he's there. He don't need to move when the ball
Yes.
cross the net because he did all the job before. And work on the eye. For do that, you need to learn how to move and how are the correct steps. The first step, the first leg, how you arrive, how you recover, when you don't recover, all that things. And then when you learn how to play without ball, you looks like you are dancing on the court because you work without ball and you prepare all the points and you are watching and preparing inside your mind how to play for arrive to this position where I make more pain. When I take the position, for example, on the diagonal on the left side, and I can take my forehand, for example, it's more easy that I can kill you from then. And it's impossible that you can put me one ball down the line and I didn't arrive or I don't arrive with 2 easier steps. These things, for the people thinks that it's just forehand backhand. My son, the serve is very bad. Serve, you need to serve more hours. No more hours. No, if your son doesn't know how to toss the ball, even if he stay 5 hours per day, he will make 20 double faults on the match. If he put the legs on a bad position or the hip, or if we don't start with the base things, what do you want? That then the results are gonna be good because of course he practiced 10 hours per day. Come on, how is possible? No, how is possible? No, maybe he need to practice 1 hour, more than enough, but more quality maybe, or more focus. Me, for example, in the academy, we work a lot the serve, a lot. I'm a fanatic on the serve, because for me sometimes you can play very bad or you feel tired, but if you serve well, you can go on the score and on the match until the end, no, with chances. And sometimes, most of the times, we start with serve the practice. The first half an hour we just serve, and from the beginning, most of the
But
of the play. Hmm.
when you're beginning with the serve, how the concentration of the players? Do you have any tools, or how do you start the practice only with
Yes.
the serve?
No, they came from the warm up in the gym. They warm up in the gym in the morning, and they came on court, and we practice early. We like to practice 7:30 in the morning. I have two turns, 7:30 or 9 or 9:30. But I like 7:30. They came 7. They go to the gym half an hour to make a good warm up, and they came and they never know what we are doing, but we have everything prepared. And with most of them, we start with serve. You know why? Because at the end, from the beginning of the practice, the brain are super are relaxed, are zero stress, and
Uh-huh.
are zero tired. So it's the best moment to be focused, because on sometimes you serve at the end of the season, and the player after 2 hours, or I don't know, they are tired, they lost one tiebreak or the one set on the practice, he don't hit well the forehand and he's more focused. Today the forehand doesn't work, and then they go to serve. Just even if you put some targets or some tools, the quality and the excellence are not the same. How many tools I put or which tools I put on the serve? For me, one of the biggest things on the first serve, for example, the toss must to go on the right side, and if you make mistake on the toss, I prefer that the mistake go on your right side if you are right hand, because at the end, just jumping or using the legs, you can save the net easier. Most of the time, the toss are or in front or left or or short. No, at the end, high on the right always can be a great mistake for the first serve. And also here, one of the important things to work on clay is the kick serve. So we are working a lot on the kick. I like that the kick after the bound touch the one of the walls, and we are working on that. And there are different pronation exercises or different tools or tips for the toes, for work with the legs. Depends of the player, because I don't have my methodology and I put my methodology to all the players. No, maybe one player can touch two backends or must to go slice, or he don't like or he has good volley. But so this kind of player we need to work on a different system and try to work on the medium ball, on the attack balls, how to prepare this short ball, how to arrive, where he need to put the first volley, how it works the second volley. I work it on with a very good double players, no, on the past more than 9 years with Marc, no, that Marc López, for example. And imagine, I saw doubles, Brian, and too many times. Leander Paes, I don't know, the best Simon Sitz, Nestor, the best in the world, too many times in life. And you see that the guys, the good double guys, they the body is okay. It's not unbelievable. Marc don't have unbelievable body, or Nadal, but the position on the court are great. That when they choose to go, no, they know how to choose more than the. It's not too technique. Sometimes we are thinking a lot on the technique. No, my body is good or is bad, and then I don't go to the volley. No, you need to go to the volley. You don't have good volley, we will improve the volley, but at the end,
Ah.
how you want to improve the volley if you don't use this ball for go to the volley? No, it's everything a little bit more like this. No, it's not. I'm not focused just on the shots. No, you have good forehand. You need to make winners with the forehand. Yes, but if the first ball with the backhand go on the middle, and the first ball on the forehand go with an intensity that can be impossible, no? And understanding the game is more important. For understanding the game is that why we work a lot on the footwork, and then you can dominate more your game. If you doesn't move well, it's more hard, no? And when you run, take decisions running, Francisco, that the mistakes can be huge. Then no
Everywhere.
good. Hmm.
How many hours is good for younger players to be training?
Here, our program, we have two different kind of players. There are players. I talk about the whole year, no, the full time. There are players that they go to the school on the morning and they practice in the afternoon, for example. Or we have the normal program. Full day is 2 hours tennis in the morning, 1 hour and a half fitness in the morning, more competitions between both practices, like I said, no matches, and also in the afternoon we make 1 or 1 hour and a half tennis maximum, and depends of the cases because every player are different. If we see that some players needs extra fitness, extra tennis, we add more time on tennis or more add in fitness, and we make double session. Depends of the moment of the season. If we are preparing the good tournaments or the European Championship or something like this. So we make a microcycles of maybe more intensity on more charge on the fitness, and then we are going on the process, no, and less and more tennis, and so it depends. I don't have a program like a normal academy that this is the time at what time at 1 o'clock we eat pasta, and no, it's not like this. No, depends of the day.
Not
Every
like
day
that.
are different because if you need to serve more, maybe you need to come 1 hour before, or you finish late, or you came in the afternoon 3 hours. I don't know. Depends of the player. The player put the rules, no, and then we try to adjust.
How many days a week they practice? 7 days a week, 5 days a week? How many days?
We practice Monday to Saturday, and we rest one day. But Saturday normally is one session in the morning, and Sunday I like to rest minimum one day. But sometimes are Sunday, sometimes are Saturday. If they rest on Saturday, we practice on Sunday. So this is competition, no? The coaches also, for example, tomorrow here in Spain is Fiesta Nacional, is big holiday, no? Big holiday is the El Día del Trabajador, no? The Workers' Day, but we work. Monday afternoon we have tournaments. We never stop. So for us, Monday or Sunday are the same. But normally we practice 5 days, twice per day, morning and afternoon, and one extra day, only one session.
Great. Just to let you know, a couple of the people they know you, they are on the show. Carlos, you are a crack, a great coach, a professional, excellent person. Javier is talking about how great coach you are, an amazing person. You are an exceptional. You are grande. You are big guy. People in the show sending a comment to you. That is very very good to hear that. The people follow you and people they are talking about how great coach you are. We will follow a little bit more. Hey, Carlos, tennis is almost the end of Rafa Nadal. You know Rafa. I love Rafa. He is my hero with Roger Federer. What are we expecting from Rafa in your opinion? What is the expectation about this grande, this big man? What do you think?
Tough question, because with Rafa we never know. He surprised everyone, no, and I I'm surprised with Rafa every year. No, a lot of people ask me too many things when I travel, no, about Rafa, and I always said the same, that you must to be prepared that Rafa can beat always around the world in any tournament. We saw now in Madrid against the Miniaur, he beat the Miniaur, and the Miniaur is top 10. And Rafa, he played 2 matches in 1 year or 3 matches.
I
Is
know.
is amazing, no? And he don't need to be super prepared because here he has the computer always works, and he has insight, and he know how to arrive on
Mhm.
the important moments. he trusts on him more than probably the rest of the players. He loves tennis. For example, Marc López now is his coach, and I worked with Marc 9 years, and he's one of my best friends. Imagine our relation is like brothers,
Mhm.
and he also told me, that I'm surprised and I'm enjoying every week because we never know when is the last moment, but the last dance never arrive, because now let's see if he arrives healthy for playing Paris. Also, the Olympic Games are in Paris, so he has double chance to do great tournaments. But of course, the age and the injuries and all the things counts. He's on another part of his life. His father, and he changed the mentality a little bit. He's enjoying more than ever. Is that why he's playing good? I
Mhm.
think, and if he feels healthy, he will continue until I don't know. I hope after US Open. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Let's see Let's see Madrid. Let's see if he can play Roland Garros, and then he go week per week, I think, or day by day.
Uh-huh. The day by day, because I think he is. I watching him play yesterday. I didn't watch the match today, but he played very competitive yesterday. This emotion that he has, like a good fighter, like a good matador, is
Sí.
unbelievable. I really, really love it. It's unbelievable. Carlos, couple more things about the junior program, about kids. What do you recommend the parents, and what do you recommend young players that listen in the show? What they be good for them to understand? I love couple things that you have always competition. Give me a little more information. What do we recommend the parents to understand? The game is very tough. You have said that. But in the young player, what is the expectation of a young player to be a professional player? Well, what are your recommendations?
For me, my recommendation is before I have players here with 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 that they are betting strong for tennis. They have a lot of good skills. They still studying. For me, study are important as much as possible, as long as possible, because it's good also for tennis, no, that you have something more on side, no, not just tennis, 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 and then the pressure are super, super tough. And I think has more responsibilities outside the court are important. Always, my recommendation is study or make also for more junior players. When I say junior, I say 17, 18, that they can study some language, or they learn Spanish, or they make a lot of things, no, for don't have just tennis. And my recommendation is go step by step, learn from the base, hear the coaches, has clear that if you want to play tennis, this is a marathon. This is a long way, long, long way, and you need to arrive with a lot of with the batteries full when you have 17, 18, 19, 20, where is the important moment. If you beat a lot of tournaments under 14, congrats. Better than don't win, but how to win for me is important. No, if you win just because the other player put all the balls out, and yesterday one on the final, the other guy injury. Okay, the trophy are at home, but at the end, the important is on the future, no, and arrive with the level. And for arrive with the level, we need to put the players on a good hands, no? Put all the responsibility and all the confidence on the professional coaches, not on me, on all the coaches. I think if you trust on the place, try to put the 100% of the confidence, and follow the way and flow. Enjoy the process. Enjoy when you lost, and accept when you are tired, and enjoy when you fight with no energy on the court, when you have two matches because yesterday it rains. and you have 2 matches and you can't move on the court, don't put excuses. Run and enjoy the process, and enjoy when the other guy make you 3 winners in a row, and try to find the way how to exit, no, from that situation, and try to be better and better and better and better and better. And that's amazing, no? And I think the coaches, I'm trying to do always the same, no? I'm never stop to learn, and I'm happy to always to hear a lot of people, a lot of partners. I'm ATP coach, and when I was on the meetings with the best of the best coaches, Boris Becker or the top ones, no, always they said the same, no, that I'm they say I'm learning. Imagine, no, and if he learns,
Yeah.
imagine me, or imagine one kid where how many things to learn, no, we have. So most important is be humble, listen, hear, and trust, and enjoy the process, because at the end, the 80% of the process are very tough, because you lost, you are tired, and the expectations are higher than your achievement. But if you don't enjoy that moment and you just enjoy the 20%, when you arrive to the important moment, your brain are totally done, are tired, and you need to arrive fresh.
What what do you think about today's game? Do you think it's a little bit harder? The people hitting harder, the grooming a little bit more the forehands. What is the new way of training? Just hitting hard, more spin. What is your opinion on that?
Depends of the skill of the player. I have one player that serves 220, for example, and we are working on how to move on clay for arrive soon as possible to the net. And the first month he told me why I'm doing rallies, because at the end I don't want to make rallies. And I say yes, because on the 30 all, when you return and you can't go to the net, if you show that you can put 6 balls or one more ball than the other guy, he thinks that you are super complete, like John Isner, no?
Uh-huh.
But at the end, we need to work on how to arrive as soon as possible to the net. We don't. I like to work. Depends of the player. I players that they need more baskets. There are players that they need one coach on the volley and making different exercises. There are players that during the year they need more tournaments and less practice, or more practice and no tournaments, or more footwork and not too much baskets, and more controls, more points with some tips and targets. Depends. There are players super top that they need to work more, maybe with young players for go to the ball, or with girls because the ball of the girl came more flat. Because always the people want to play with, no, I want to play with this guy because he's better than me, or this guy is worse than me. Why you put me
Uh-huh.
this guy? I say, why you are not focused that you need to put 2 forehands on the back end and you start today 3 times on the forehand when we talk that the system starts on the back end? No, but no, don't put me excuses. At the end, all are excuses, and we are contaminated
No, no.
from that excuses.
One more time.
No, there are a lot of excuses. No, at
You
the end, the
have
player.
a complete academy. You have a complete academy in Barcelona, which I hope so many of our audience can contact you and really see what you have. Couple more questions. You worked with Alcaraz when he was a junior. What do
Yes.
you think is Alcaraz today? Tell us a little bit more of the audience. Tell me more.
No, I had the lucky that I was in Real Club like a director, and I was the captain of the teams here. And I bring Carlitos in the team when he was 15 years old on the main team, with Carreño Busta, with Bautista Agut, Davidovich, Fokina, Marc López, Marcel Granollers, I think Carballés Baena, Pedro Cachín, Feliciano López, all that players, and I bring Carlitos, no? And the first day, I want to know which kind of player is on the future. And I said, Carlitos, go and bring me one chair in the club. We arrived there in Murcia, his club. Imagine the competition was there, and he bring the towels, the waters. No, he came supporting the team, and I was there organizing the practice with the balls, with the organization, one meeting, coach. Okay, and then Carlitos arrived 40 minutes late. Say, Captain, I don't have I didn't find the chair. Sorry, I forgot where it's Carlitos, and I know, I know that in this club, no one chair are available because all the chairs are on the floor, and he knows too because he's a member there. So, but the normal player, the normal kid said, "No, I go, but can I go with him? Or why I need to go and you don't say to the other that go? He go. If I go, he go. Or, bah, can you go with me? Or no, please, I'm tired. Or why? No, he go. He don't answer nothing. He don't put excuses. He go and find the chair. He didn't find, but he came with a smile. Sorry, I didn't find the chair. Super sweat. And I say, I forgot. Okay, take the racket and we see how you play. And when we see how he played, all the players and me are watching like this, like what is this? And the first day I
Uh-huh.
didn't put him on the team. I was scared to put him because, of course, our important competition, my team are super strong. But the second day, I put Alcaraz, and I remember Albert Montañez. Imagine, I sit Albert Montañez, former
Phew.
top 20 in the world for put Alcaraz. And I talked with Montañez and I said, Hostia, I want to see the juniors. And Albert said, okay, good. And I put Alcaraz and
Uh-huh.
Carlitos won the match. After first game, I was on the court with him. He served two double faults, I remember, in the first game, two double faults, and he lost the serve, 0-1. He came to the bench and he told me, I'm doing well, right? Maybe a little bit rushing, but it's good, no, to go to the net on that one. And I say, yes, continue like this. If you have the capacity to be brave and play with this intensity, go. 6-1, 6-0, he won. Amazing. Against one guy, top 500 in Hit on Head
Wow.
ranking. Now, another, and the eyes when he watched
Uh-huh.
all
Uh-huh.
the time contact with me, and it's different. It's something, yes. Yes, this capacity.
That's
He don't put
great. That's
excuses.
great.
The bounce are not good. It was so windy. I remember the bounce super bad. He didn't practice with the official balls. All the players, the 90%, no, but the ball, but the bounce, but the wind, but my friend, but the water, but at the end you can't play. You put only excuses. So you make more complicated tennis. So
Uh-huh. I think, Carlos, I think the way I feel, and we go back again, maybe we get along because we are so happy all the time. And the Spanish people, tennis player, Barcelona people, many of them, they always enjoying life. And I think we enjoy what we like to do. We enjoy the most important sport in the world. I think it's tennis.
yes,
I think it has many things, and I think we enjoy it. We enjoy it.
yes,
I
yes.
enjoy today be with you on the show. We have we have 2 more minutes. I really want to say thank you to join me today, and you have the last words for the tennis for the audience. Go for it. Tell me what you would like to do it.
Okay, thank you, Francisco, for the opportunity. You know that we are friends and we talk a lot during every 2 weeks, and we are in touch. And I was really happy to see you in my club here in Barcelona last week on the tournament. You are invited always,
Uh-huh.
and in my academy when you won, the doors are open for you and your beautiful wife and all the players that wants to come. I'm really happy to be open and try to help.
Thank you, Carlos. Thank you so much. And again, I hope so people contact you from California, and it will be an amazing journey of this place of the tennis. You're welcome to come to California anytime that you wanted to. You're
Thank
welcome
you.
to always have a conversation. And I know we can talk about tennis all day long. This is
Yes,
something great about you and I.
we can stay whole day talking if you want. Lot of
Yeah,
histories,
you know,
a lot of histories.
I yes, I think it's wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. And thank you again. Thank you to the team. And I hope so you have a great season and continue working Gomez Academy and this wonderful program in Barcelona. Where are you
Thank you,
located
Francisco.
in Barcelona? Many people won't know where to look for you. Where are you exactly located in Barcelona?
Why? Sorry, I didn't hear you.
Where exactly you will be located in Barcelona? Maybe
I'm
people don't know.
located. I'm located in front of the Camp Nou, of the Barça Stadium, the Football Club Barcelona Stadium. Now we are suffering a little bit on the football because our team, since Messi leaves to Miami, we are crying more than smiling. But the time. We need time. Also, Real Madrid are playing good, but now my academy is in front of the stadium. You can see the stadium from the courts, and the location are amazing. No, are in the middle of Barcelona, so it's great. Yeah. Look, my
Perfect.
kids.
You have
Sorry,
your
sorry,
grandchildren there.
sorry. Hola,
No, it's great. Hi, Carlitos. I met you last
Carlitos.
week. How you doing, guys?
Hi.
Muy bien. Very good. Very good. I am so happy that
Yes.
you playing.
All right,
Eh?
and this is the
So
small one.
wonderful. This is the small one.
Okay.
Carlos, thank you so
Okay.
much
Thank
to
you,
be on the
Francisco.
show. Thank
Thanks.
you. Thank you. All
When
right.
you want, we'll repeat.
All right. Perfect.
From youth age, it's my passion of the game, and I want to play in that time when I was a kid, and I grew up. I do love to coach, and I think I like to promote the sport, and I always have a good vision to see how can we grow better players, how can we have top level players.
Unleash your serve's power. Join our academy and dominate the court. Spots filling up fast. Enroll now.
And three. 1, 2, 3.